Rock cod, scaling and degilling and degutting it. You always need to sort of skin towards the head, okay? Ideally we do it outside, but for the purposes of filming, we'll do it inside. Also best done when you cut back from the fishing trip. The deckhands often with a small fee degill and gut it for you, but you have to ask it for it specifically. I usually don't like filleting it because for a rock cod, you know, we actually enjoy eating the whole fish as opposed to just the fillet. There's a lot of wasted meat. Yeah, I like usually descaling it first and then degilling, and just because I think it's a little bit easier with the whole fish intact as opposed to the belly split open and things are flopping around. I usually descale it first and then touch up afterwards the areas that have a little bit. And I usually typically run my hands through it to make sure that I get most of the scales. Again, having scales kind of not so good when you're getting, after you cook the meal and it's stuck in your mouth and your tooth. It's no fun. So try to get most of it out. Yeah, some people don't like, with fresh fish, they say not to sort of expose it to fresh water. I mean, just for the cleaning purposes, I don't really care. I don't really taste a taste difference with it. So on the tail there too. Good. And then you want to get the belly and the one on the dorsal side too, because those are going to go harder to get. And get underneath the fin on the side there, lift the fin up, and then scrape there. Now when you carefully finish it, do it on the other side. Turn it around, hold it by the gill again, and then do the same thing. That's to hold it by the gill. That's the best grip, is the gill. Just a quick flick motion. So again, there's a lot of scales on the belly area, and then on the top of the back, you sometimes have to get it, and then around the collar, you want to get all the scales out. And they're kind of a nuisance when you're eating the fish and scales are in your mouth. Okay, wash some of the scales off, and then we'll do it again. Okay. So once you descale it, the scaling thing is like a few bucks. It's pretty cheap. You can buy it at any Asian market you want. I've heard people use the comb horses. They have a little brush that they use. That's actually what the deckhands use on the boat I went on. It's a circular thing with claws kind of similar like this, and they can scrape the scales off pretty easily. So the belly, you just want to turn it onto its back and then just scrape. Yep. All right, so the next thing I want you to do is basically to degill it and degut it, okay? I like to keep all the fins on because the presentation when you steam the fish makes it look a lot better. All right, so grab the scissors, a pair of scissors like this. Okay, so now, first thing you want to do is cut the gill. Okay, so lift the gill up. You want to cut this piece of meat here. So, yeah.
This?
Yeah, cut. Good. What you want to do is go from the anus, cut from here all the way through. Once you get into the collar area, the belly area, it's a little harder to cut through, but you have a nice pair of sharp scissors, doesn't really make a big difference. Okay, now spread this out with this collarbone apart. Okay, pull apart. Okay. Beautiful. Get the gill, detach the gill from the backside. So grab that whole thing and just get to the root where you feel it and then just pull it off. Pull it towards you. Okay, pull the whole. Okay, put it in the sink and then just wash off the bloodlines, which is the kind of the blood supply in the back of the near the spine. And then you throw this away. So this fish is ready to steam or prepare it whole. All right, you're done.